Hi guys, and welcome back to my Football Manager 2019 Birmingham City save. So as you can see here, this was originally the beta one, but yeah, it's no longer the beta. It's now in real life. It is Happy New Year. It's 2019. It's the first of the first. But either way, let's talk about the games that we'll be playing today. There are 5 games. We've got Bolton, Bristol City, Blackburn, Hull and Aston Villa. So the 3 games that you guys will be watching today will be Bolton, because I think we could get a result against them. They are bottom of the league, so I'm expecting a good result there. Blackburn, because we lost against Blackburn 2-1 the last time we played them, so could get some good revenge there at home as well. And also the last one will be at Aston Villa. Of course it will be Aston Villa, it won't be any other team. And hopefully we can keep the city blue. But yeah, something I noticed last episode after recording, after this episode's ended, there is only 2 more episodes of the series left. So you can count all the games here. So after these 5, Sheffield United, and then after that it's Reading, and that's the end of the season. Let's just jump into the game. So as you can first see, the fixtures is not that many. The only real big one is Stoke, because they're top of the league and we are second, so we obviously want to come first, but they're not playing today. But a win here is very much needed. As you could probably see here, we are favourites, but also something that you might have just noticed, these kits look a bit different. What the hell's this? I've downloaded some packs in which will show all the top teams to have the same format of, well, kits pretty much, because now they don't have the licensing. Football Manager doesn't have the licensing. But with this pack I was able to get all of the top divisions, and then I thought I can't just have the top divisions and not have like the Championship, League 1 and League 2 not done. So I then downloaded all them, because if anybody gets promoted, it's all like consistent, and I like that. But also then I thought, what about, you know, the Varana? What about the national, the Varana North, Varana South? So I got all them, so it's all sorted now. They all look exactly the same, which is brilliant. But yeah, let's move into the team selection that is going to be playing against Bolton today. There will be a few little changes really quick, so just because I didn't think it through before I started the video. So he's coming off. Diaz is playing today, and we're giving Gauguin his first game at Blues. So right, the team that's going to be playing today will be Adams up front, Magoma on the left, Diaz in central attacking mid, our new signing. Is it the first time that you guys will be seeing him play? I'm not too sure. He could be, actually. Lecco on the right, Gary Gardner and Craig Gardner in the middle, with Penderson on the left, Dean, Roberts and Gauguin, his first appearance full Blues, and Truman in goal. He did do, it done terrible to be fair against QPR, but luckily we was able to get the win last game because Cusack is injured. So yeah, let's jump into the game. Oh, the substitutions, I forgot. We've got Galloway on the bench, Harding, Colin, Lakin, Vassell, Hotter and Djukovic all on the bench, ready to have a game if called upon. But either way, let's jump into the game and give them the team talk, as we always do. I always forget about the team talk. There you go, there's the team in which they are playing. Some good players there, I will not lie. They've even got an ex-Blues player, an ex-Villa player there, so very interesting. Hopefully we can get the win today. And just tell them, we need to tell them passionately here. We have the chance to move into a top spot with a win here, so I'm expecting you to deliver. None of them have said anything crazy, but either way, let's just jump into the game. And I'll see you guys if there is any goals. Passes it now to Lecco. Lecco makes some of this. Lecco cuts in Gardner. He has a shot, making it 1-0 to us. Brilliant play there by Lecco, and also Gauguin doing really well to tackle whoever it was now. There it is, Gauguin. Passes it to Lecco, does a little cut into the middle of the play. Goes through those 2 people and passes it to Gardner, and Gardner, brilliant finish. Goalkeeper didn't even have to react because it was just that quick. But either way, it puts us 1-0 up. And there it is, half time, 1-0 to us still, with a great shot there by Gary Gardner. So let's go and give them a team talk. Let's just tell them that I'm very happy with how they're playing at the moment. Very happy, keep it up. They normally do very well after that team talk anyway. The one thing I am definitely going to do is because my assistant told me that Penrison isn't doing too well, and he isn't really, so 6.2. So Galloway will be coming on and replaces him today, and hopefully that should be able to. Oh, as well as Roberts. Roberts isn't doing too well, but either way, he's been making a lot of mistakes recently, so hopefully that should be able to solve that. And so we go into the second half. I'll see you guys if there's any goals. And there it is, full time. We have won the game, and that does put us at the moment top of the league. But I do think that Stoke will be able to win the next game because they're playing a team very low at the bottom. But to be fair, we didn't play amazing. We had one real quick chance, and we scored with that chance. Hotter had a brilliant shot, just missed it from a good way off. But as you can see, they did. Well, it says here that we dominated them. Well, it was quite an even game, to be fair. But I think just because we are a better team, we was able to get it. Two players that really impressed me all the way through the game. Actually, three players that really impressed me all the way through the game was Conor Truman. He's really stepped up his game since last game. Gorgen played absolutely brilliant on the right, to be fair. He was creating a lot of chances. And also Lecco, able to run down, create space, give a little bit of threat within the middle. So he's done very well. But yeah, let's go to the team talk and just tell them that I'm very happy. We could have won it by more, but honestly, I'm not really going to moan too much. It was a good victory for us. And I'll see you guys in the next game. So here we are. We're in the second game of today's episode against Blackburn. Second place versus third. Let me just quickly show you what happened in our last game where we played against Bristol City. We won 1-0. Shea Adams scored a goal. It's been a while since he's scored a goal, to be fair. Let's have a quick look when the last time he scored a goal for us was. Oh, wow. The last time he scored for us was against Stoke in a 1-0 victory, and he has now scored again in Bristol City. So there seems to be a bit of a trend, and it's something that is even come up in his scout report. I think I've already said this before. Oh my god, his training has been absolutely awful. I'm going to have a quick look into that. But if we have a quick look at his squad summary, he's a leading player for most championships, so that's good. Still has potential to be brilliant though, so we can all expect a bit better on. Just having a quick look now. I'm just trying to think. Normally it says fairly inconsistent format. That is so true. You know, he's coming up here. He scored like 5-6 goals for us one part of the season, and then he goes off form and he comes back on again, and he's very inconsistent. However, he's our top goal scorer, and we cannot ignore that fact. If we look at the rest of the squad and we have a look at goals real quick, the closest one is Jacques Magoma with 14, and then it's Hotter with 4, joint with Saint Otterbourg and Keith Denbach. But yeah, hopefully he can start doing really well now and start going a little bit on form for us, especially as Villa's coming up soon. But these few games are going to be so vital. Third, fourth. The one problem is we're not going to be playing Stoke again, so we need to hope that, I hate to say this, Stoke's playing against Villa today, so we've got to kind of want our rivals to win for once. I beat them, and then as long as we win the rest of the season, it's fine. Yeah. But either way, I just want to quickly show something. Actually, I'll go in here. So these are all the matches today. The main one, obviously, Stoke versus Villa. As long as we win against Blackburn, it's fine. We'll be okay. But yeah, as you can see, we are favourites. That's always a very good sign when going into a game like this that we're favourites. Previous meeting, Blackburn won. We haven't won a game against Blackburn since I've took over in charge here at the club. But yeah, let's jump into the team selection. So you're going to notice something a bit different. What is this formation? Now, last episode I mentioned that I've got something in the works, a new format, a new system, a new tactic for the club. Now, originally, I won't lie, it was this one. I was trying to work this system in where we've got 2 strikers, one mid, 3 in the centre. But I've got my own save with Darlington, a club within National Vanarama North, and I developed this tactic with the team. you know, slowly changing things as it goes. And this is the one tactic that has not lost a game yet. I played it against the team. I played it against Bristol City because they were fourth. So I thought that was going to be a bit of a tough game. I don't want to go with the one I normally go with because it's been very inconsistent recently. So I thought, screw it, we'll try this, same it went, and we won 1-0. So it's still in question. I think I've played a good 10 games now against tough teams, and they've won all of them so far. So it could be a really, really good tactic that I've made, or it's the case of I'm getting very lucky here, and that could be a little bit of what we need, to be fair. But either way, we're going to jump into the game. Oh no, I need to tell you the team. Oh my god, I'm all over the place. No, I don't want to proceed to match. Right, person up front is Adams, Montgomery on the left, Hotter on the right, and we've got 3 midfielders: Keefton Bell on the left, Diaz in the middle, Craig Gardner on the right. We've got Penderson on the left back, Dean, Roberts, and Colin, with Cusack in goal, coming back from injury and played last game, by the way. Truman on the bench, Gulgen, Harding, Gary Gardner, Leko, Solomotobor, and Djukovic. Yeah, let's jump into the game. Well, not just the game, I need to give them the team tour. I always forget this. Why do I keep forgetting this? I don't know why I need to be better at this. Something just popped up on my box for some reason then. But as you can see, very good team. 2 players that I very highly rate here. 3 actually. D. Raya, great goalkeeper. Bradley Dack, absolutely brilliant player. And Sacco, a player I would have liked to have joined Blues in the transfer window. But obviously we didn't have the wages. So he's now signed automatically to Blackburn rather than, you know, me knowing to sign him. But yeah, either way, let's give the team instructions. Well, our assistant coach will. I think this is probably the best one. They all seem to get very fired up for this. We owe Blackburn, after what happened in our last match, go out there and get revenge. Very happy. They all seem to be motivated. That's brilliant. So let's jump into the game, and I'll see you guys if there are any goals. Now to Diaz. Hotter. Crosses it over. Montgomery opens it up, and there it is, 1-0. They've been all over us, but this is what I love about my tactic that I've made. It's so good on the crosses, and one of our players just easily being there out to pick it up. But Hotter, what a brilliant cross that was too. To be fair, normally what I like to have on this system is to have 2 very fast attacking right winger, left winger, but you can have a bit slower that are really good at crossing, and obviously it's paying off. We are winning now, 1-0. All up. Hotter to Adams. Oh, brilliant pass to Hotter. He crosses it over. Nobody able to get it, but it is a penalty. Let's pause it, because it says here that Craig Gardner will be taking it, but I think let's give it to Diaz. He's only got 9, but we'll see. This could be his first goal of the for the team, and hopefully he can score it here and make it 2-0. Let's see if he's got what it takes to be a future star at the club, and hopefully he can continue this if he does score. And of course he does. It's 2-0. A brilliant penalty there by Birmingham Diaz to make his first goal of the season. Brilliant finish. To be fair, goalkeeper definitely could have got that. If I was Blackburn manager, I'd be very annoyed with Raya, even though I do rate him. But either way, now 2-0. So, half time. It is now 2-0 to us. I think when I was playing this tactic with Darlington, it was a very possession-based tactic. Even against the bigger sides, this tactic would just dominate them, and they wouldn't have that many shots. But they seem to have a lot of possession. You can see here, 63% to them, 37%. But we are winning 2-0. It's because we're creating those chances, and because we've got a good enough side to finish those chances as well, might I just add. Because we're able to finish them nicely as well. It's very hard for Blackburn. Well, it's not hard for Blackburn. They could still bring it back, if I'm honest. We're 2-0 up. We've been quite lucky a few times, if I'm honest. But either way, we're doing really well. And the tactic is working. We could go a bit more defensive, and I think that is what I'm going to say. I'm going to say passionately right now. I'm very happy. Let's keep it up. and they're all obviously delighted. I'm not going to make any substitutions. The few things I am going to do though, I'm going to bring Magoma a bit more back, as well as with Hotter. We can technically still score from this. We're going to turn the wingers into support. We don't want them running up as much as what they were before, and it also allows us that there was going to be this space, but this is where really these players could potentially push a little bit more. But hopefully there'll be 5 in the middle now, and 4 in the back, and when we've got the ball, if we want a chance, we can just boot up to Adams, and hopefully Adams can make it work. But it's a bit more defensive. We're on attacking, but honestly at the moment I'd say probably positive might be better, just so we can try and hold the ball a bit more. But either way, I'll see you guys if there is any more goals. On the attack here, Gardner. Oh no, well that's it, 2-0, a brilliant result there from 3rd place, and I think we're looking at that automatic promotion now in a very good light. Let's be honest. Even if Blackburn do win, normally what happens in this game, and I've really noticed it this season, as soon as one team loses, in the top anyway, as soon as one team loses, the morale just drops completely, and that's a very big sign, because, well, something's really good, because Aston Villa, they lost a few games ago now. Actually, it was a game I showed you in the first episode. So when we played against Bolton, they lost their first game, and ever since they've played 3 games, and they've lost 2, and they've drawn 1. And as you can see here, Stoke did beat Aston Villa 4-0. It's not too bad, because we're playing Villa in the next 2 games, so we're going to be on the high morale if we can win tomorrow's game, or the next game, shall I say. And hopefully, if they lose again, then, you know, we should be able to pick up a good result there. I do think Stoke play QPR at some point. How well did QPR lost 2-0. So I don't think really Stoke could lose here. They've got a much bigger goal difference than us. They've got 10 goal difference more. But either way, we seem to be, we're on the same number of points as them. They only need to make 1 step up, and as long as we keep winning, it should be fine. But the thing I'm most happy with at the moment, we are getting away from the the playoffs, and we're staying in the automatic promotion spot, which is brilliant. If Blackburn's game in hand against Middlesbrough was to lose to Middlesbrough, or Nottingham Forest actually, if one of them was to lose to the other, or Derby, they're all decent teams though. But if Blackburn was to lose their next game, then that now means that there's 7 points between us and the playoff positions, which is brilliant. That's 2 games to go wrong potentially. But either way, a brilliant result there for us. I just got to tell the lads, well done. And I'll see you guys in the next game. Okay, so this is a bit different compared to what you guys are normally used to. But this is actually before, well, it's 2 games before what you guys will normally see. But we have just took in a completely brand new youth players. We've just took in some brand new youth players, and we're going to have a quick look at the talent in which we've got. This is the first time I've ever looked at this, and honestly there isn't that much decent talent. Like there's 3 players who, well, there's actually from here to here, from alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's only really 5 good players here. So you've got Mr. Robinson, who is a central midfielder, but can turn to that ball-winning midfielder. He's also very much so he's actually not a bad player. If we was to sign him, the question is, what do we want him to be in? I'd probably say a ball-winning midfielder. He's got the attributes in the physical side, which is always the hardest to get. He's got the passing on lockdown, so we're going to offer him a contract. Obviously, yep, that's fine. That does it straight away. This defending left back is not bad, but he's got the potential to. He's very national, but it doesn't say where he could be useful. But we'll sign him anyway because he might develop into this absolutely amazing youth player. So we're going to offer him the contract. Brandon Brown, another midfielder. who, you know, could play as a deep line playmaker. This is probably where he's going to play, to be fair. Box to box midfielder. It can work. He's got the passing. He's got some stamina as well. Ball winning midfielder. So yeah, I could see him more as a deep line playmaker. He's got a few more attributes that, you know, work together. His balance is poor, but he might be good. Brendan Brown. We'll sign him also on a youth contract. We won't give him an actual contract yet. So these are the real talent. Now we've got this defender. He's a good defender actually. It's just a normal centre defender. We've been playing a actually no, we've been playing a ball playing defender. But this role does suit him a lot better. So what we're actually going to do, I think we can actually offer him a full-time contract here. We're going to offer him a 3-year contract. He's only going to be a youngster. £110 a week. That's good. And he's signed a proper contract. And also we've got this defending right back here. He can play as a full-back. He's got... to be fair, he's not the best fullback I've ever seen. He's only 15. He can obviously develop into his, you know, his finger. I'm not going to give him a full contract though. He isn't that good, to be fair. But either way, those are the 4 players who, actually not 4. 5 players who are going to become something amazing. We can have a look at the other players quickly. No, like, real talent. This guy could become good actually, because they're not that far off it. The question is, who's done the scout report? Well, it's actually my technically it's my assistant manager. So these could be decent, these could be terrible. I just don't know. So I look at the goalkeepers. I love seeing goalkeeper. Normally Birmingham do really good at goalkeeper intakes, but we've done terrible this time around. As soon as I take control, the youth intakes doesn't do really well. But what depends on the players and the quality in which they come is your staff. So if we go to staff, oh, this reminds me actually, we did get another staff member, and I've been speaking to the board recently, and we've been able to get quite a few things. So if we go actually to, nope, I'm just trying to think where it is. I'm not going to be able to show it. I'm just going to have to show you the staff that we got here. We brought a brand new goalkeeper coach at the club called Pat Mountain. 18, 16 discipline, 13 working in youngsters. He's a great goalkeeper coach, and he's going to start working with the lads to become more better at goalkeeping, pretty much. So yeah, we've now got him in. We've also been allowed to, if we go to the board here, we're also allowed to have an affiliate club, so it allows us to send club players on loan. Actually, have we already got that technically? They might send Thingy. Yeah, so we don't have that. So in other words, it's to allow us to send players to another club, so they're able to pretty much play there for the time being, because they're obviously at the point where we can't train them anymore, and it's just got to the point where, you know, the only thing which they can improve on is if they play better. So if they play, constantly to improve as a player. So that's where that will come into play. But obviously we're trying to look for one at the moment. They've come back with some really crap teams that I've never heard of before, and I wanted more like Varama national level. I think that's what we can get, but we just don't seem to be getting it. The other thing is here, we've also asked if we can improve training facilities to increase the players' ability in which we can train. So the training facilities will just become amazing, hopefully. We've already got good training facilities, I believe. So if we go to facilities here, we have a quick look at training. Training facilities are great, so we're going to make them into excellent. And they've paid a crap ton amount. If I remember correctly, they've paid like 1.8 million to improve this, so it does. Oh, we've got 10k in the wage budget. Why can't we like make that into something brilliant? Interesting. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The youth intake isn't that amazing. I'm not really going to attend it, but I was kind of hoping that maybe my scouts would have been it. Goal of the month was by Gary Gardner against QPR. Good goal, to be fair, I think. and obviously Guerrero gets exactly the same amount of wins. I should have won it. Let's be honest, I should have won it. But either way, that's that, and I'll see you guys in the next game. Hi guys, and welcome back to the last game of today's episode. Of course, the big one, it's the main one against Aston Villa. Something that is a very beautiful sight. You can see we are now top of the league. Stoke lost to, who was it? Nottingham Forest. They lost 1-0. A very good result for us. And was able to win as well against Hull 1-0 with Diaz getting his second goal of the season. So yeah, brilliant results for us. So we're going to jump into the game, but we still got a little bit of loading up. So we're going to see the matches before us, and then we're going to see the matches after us. So these are the matches before us, and Stoke drawed. That's brilliant news. That's really good news, actually. So even if we don't win today, we'll still be top of the league, but a win would be perfect because it now puts us then 5 points ahead of the league board, which is what we want. So here we are, and we're playing against Aston Villa. We're favourites, which is amazing. We won the last time we was playing against Villa at Villa Park. But anyway, let's go into the match and see the team that I've picked. So I put Djukovic up front, Magoma, Diaz, Leko, Kieftenbell, Gardner, Penderson, Dean, Roberts, Colin. I'm actually... No, because Adams has been playing absolutely awful, but Adams is on the bench. But on the bench we've got Truman, Gorgen, Harding, Hotter, Solomotobor, Adams and Vassell. Let's jump into the game and give the quick team talk. I wonder what options I'll probably be given, because technically it's a tough Villa team. Yeah, very good Villa team, to be fair. They've got some talent, I keep forgetting. But let's give a passionate team talk. Come on lads, show me we can keep our guns running. Actually, this normally works. This is a great opportunity to show all the pundits that they've been right to back you up. Yeah, and there we go. Seems very motivated. That's what I want to see. Go to a tournament with Stoke already played in this prime opportunity for your side to perhaps take a step ahead in the title race with knowledge of exactly what is required. I think it allows us exactly where we stand. If there's any additional problem, no. Yeah, just put that. We'll use that one. Everything's in your hands as things stand. So can you become and we'll have to wait and see. There's a lot of football yet to play. Absolutely go. Obviously, I'd rather have him, but I believe in the team selected today. He's just been rested. It's not more than that. He's actually injured, but it doesn't matter. It's Derby Day. I always go passionate with this. It's Derby Day. How much are you looking forward to taking on? Personally, I always look forward to this one. There's a real buzz. No, it's a tremendous occasion, and the atmosphere is something to behold. Hopefully, we can harness the energy and intensity of the day and send the fans home happy. Yep. So we won 2-1 the last time. What do we want to say? If we perform as well as I know we can get the result. That's very true. And I'll see you guys if there's any goals. But pass it up to Leko, but intercepted by McGinn. Blessy. Yeah, Blessy. Bloody hell, he was very good on the run there. And Grealish, oh my god, and it's now 1-0 up to Aston Villa within a minute. Oh, right, let's just go attacking. Typical. Absolutely. Blessy just ran past that players amazingly there, to be fair. And just terrible defending. Terrible. And Grealish was the one to make it run out. And unluckily there wasn't somebody to pick that ball when it bounced off. But either way, 1-0 to Villa. He's booted it up. Colin headers it. It's gone to Luckman. It's Grealish. He hasn't even a shot. Balassi, he has a shot. Hurahan, oh my god, it's now 2-0 to Aston Villa within 3 minutes. Oh my god. I don't know what to do. I do not know what to do. Yes. Keefton Bell. Magoma, and there it is. It's coming back 2-1. 10 minutes and 3 goals already scored. It's very much like the real life Blues versus Villa game. Very intense, but hopefully we can get another goal and get back in this game early on. There it is, half time. I don't know what to tell them, but we've brought it back. We've brought back the fight. They're all looking motivated by the crowd, which is good. I'm going to say passionately. I'm expecting to see a better half shown from everybody. I think that's, and they all listened. I don't know what to do. I think we can still win it. I just don't think Djukovic will score. I'll give it 60 minutes. If not, I'll change him to Vassell or Adams. Adams headers it to Chester. He boots it up. It's gone to Abrams. Come on, Cusack. And of course, it's now 3-1 to Aston Villa with Tammy Abrams picking up his 21st goal of the season. So annoying. Not only is it our rivals, but you know, we're doing. I'll pause it real quick. I need to speak. But we're top of the league. We could make a right run for it now, but we have to lose to Villa. We beat them at their place, and now they're beating us at ours. Penderson's playing terrible, so I'm thinking maybe Harding can't even play there. Alright, Guracel, can he play there? Kind of. Okay, pop him there. See what he can do. There it is, full time. Typical. You win every single game except from the last one. There's only really one positive we could walk away here with, and that is that, you know, we haven't lost top place yet. But except from that, we played, to be fair, we played alright. It was just the defence at the beginning, absolutely shocking. I've never seen anything like it. So yeah, we just need to be a bit better. But either way, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.